No Nut November is a challenge that separates boys from men. It's a rite of passage that you must go through in order to grow up. If you've ever seen a 30, 40-year-old man that still acts like a child, with his whole life revolving around instant gratification, like watching porn, fapping, playing video games, collecting pop vinyls, that's the boys who never took on this challenge. If you don't want to end up being like them, watch this video all the way through. No Nut November is simply where you go on NoFap or semen retention for the month of November, where you stop watching porn and fapping for 30 whole days. Now it doesn't sound like much, but nowadays where every man is pretty much addicted to the tiny amount of dopamine and connection he feels when doing it, this feels like it's an impossible challenge for a lot of men. But not you if you watch this video. Throughout this video you'll learn about how porn ruins your life, the problems with No Nut November, and the 6 strategies that will guarantee that you succeed during this challenge. Watching porn is sadly extremely common nowadays. However, it destroys the consumer's brain, their dopamine reward system, their confidence, their productivity, their energy, and even their ability to connect with other people. It destroys your life, and I'm pretty sure you know how it feels like to be addicted to it, where you just feel like a day where you just spend the whole day fapping, just total waste. Now, I was quite lucky in that I didn't start fapping until I was about 16 years old. Many men now start when they're 10 to 12 years old, so I'm extremely glad that I didn't become addicted to it at an early age, as that would have made it a lot worse. However, once I finally did it, I became addicted extremely quickly. Every day when I got home, I just run to my room so I could get those minutes of happiness and enjoyment and feel connection. Even if it was ruining my life in many other ways. I was becoming a lot more shy, losing energy to study and do the things I needed to do, and making myself just feel awful and shameful every time I did it. It got so much worse during the corona lockdowns, as now I just had all day to spend in bed and jack off as much as I wanted. It was great for a week, and then I just felt awful every single day being addicted to it. I struggled with this addiction until I found self-improvement, and I still struggled with quitting it for months after that. My brain was really conflicted. One half wanted to become better, to become the best, and the only way to do that was through quitting porn. Yet the other half just wanted that instant gratification of my PP feeling good for a few minutes. That all stopped once I've implemented the 6 NoFap techniques, and it wasn't easy, but I was finally able to quit being addicted to fapping every single day. Now, if you're addicted to fapping and watching porn, then this challenge will be difficult. It will be challenging, and you will have to fight against your urges, and your own brain will want you to fail. It wants you to be weak. However, that's the beauty of No Nut November. You have this challenge that is difficult, really difficult, yet it will build your discipline, improve your focus, allow you to work on your goals, be able to train harder in the gym, actually be able to look women in the eyes when you talk to them, and develop your relationship with God, and just improve your life in so many ways. Now, the biggest problem with people doing No Nut November is that they just focus only on the challenge, on the number of days that they get, and not on their own growth. When you just fixate on winning the challenge and that's it, the second it hits December 1st, they'll go right back to being addicted and jacking off every day. They've made absolutely zero progress and will end up exactly back where they started, and the next year will be the exact same. When you do NoFap, you will have this extra boost of energy, of time, of confidence and motivation that comes from when you don't constantly spill your vital seed every single day, that you can use, that you can transmutate into a different activity. You have to use that energy to train extra hard in the gym, to read books, to start learning a new skill. When you use NoFap productively, and you don't just do it so that you can say that I won No Nut November, I did it, but then go straight back to being addicted. When you use NoFap productively, and don't just do this so you can say, I did No Nut November, I succeeded, you won't go just straight back to being addicted the second December hits. Now here are the 6 survival strategies that will finally allow you to quit jacking off and destroy any urge you get. The first strategy is distraction. By distracting your brain won't send you these urges to fap. In 1 Corinthians 6:18, it says that you should flee from sexual immorality. Literally run away from the urges by keeping your brain occupied with something else. Now this could be going to the gym more frequently, getting a new hobby, or going on walks. These are just some productive ways that you can distract your brain. Now when you get any urge, just distract your brain with anything. Go take a cold shower, go on a walk, do 20 push-ups, go to the gym, anything. Just distract your brain in some way. Now the second tactic is accountability. When you have accountability, it increases the amount that you want to succeed. This happens when you have a friend or someone that you speak to every day and just hold you accountable to this challenge. Now that you have to tell someone else if you either succeeded or failed this challenge every single day, you're much more likely to not want to jack off, because you don't have to tell your accountability partner that you failed and have him think that you're just a loser, a failure. Now, you can find an accountability partner in a friend or online communities. I'm even offering one-to-one self-improvement coaching, so even I could be your accountability partner. Now, you will have urges and temptations whilst you are doing No Nut November. However, the best way to deal with them is just avoid the stimulus that gives you the urge. For example, if every time you go on Instagram, a picture of a female fitness influencer that's half naked pops up, you're going to be much more tempted to relapse. So either just avoid social media or unfollow that person. That removes the stimulus. By avoiding the stimulus that gives you that urge, you're going to make this challenge so much easier, because you're removing the root cause of why you're addicted to it. You're removing the root cause of why you fap. Because if you don't have any stimulus, then I guess you could use your imagination, but you're much more likely to just stick with this challenge and actually succeed with it. Now the next strategy is to develop your control over your own mind through improving your mindfulness. Now you can do this through meditation or journaling or anything. When you build mindfulness, if you see that your brain is giving you temptations or urges, or think about something that will cause you to relapse, you'll have the ability to just turn off your brain, switch it to something else, and just destroy that thought or that urge. Just instantly get rid of it. Now, the 5th tactic is to just forget about the challenge for 99% of the time. Don't track the days, don't count the days, and don't talk or think about it too much. When you obsess about this challenge every day, guess what? Your brain is going to be obsessed with the idea of not fapping every day. That puts the idea of fapping in your brain every day. That makes you a lot more likely to fail. Now, this was my biggest problem when I first tried No Nut November a few years ago. Just obsessing over it so much that it was constantly in my head every day, every hour of the day, leading to me failing after less than 2 weeks. In this time, just focus on anything else. Focus on living your life without vapping. This challenge is just removing one bad habit from your life. Replace that one bad habit with so many other good habits that you won't have the time or the energy to focus or obsess about NoFap and No Nut November. Now, the final strategy is to set rewards and punishments for yourself if you either fail or succeed in this challenge. Now, setting nice rewards and feeling proud of yourself, it's good, no problem with that. However, you will work harder to avoid pain than to get pleasure. So instead, set difficult, grueling punishments if you relapse. Promise yourself that if you relapse, you'll run a 10-kilometer run. You'll do 1,000 push-ups in a day. You'll take a cold shower, a freezing cold shower for 20 minutes. Or you'll just do anything that's extremely difficult. Are you really going to relapse and get that 10 to 20 minutes of pleasure if after that you have to do a horrible punishment that gives you hours of pain? Now, another strategy I've seen some people use is that if people fail No Nut November, they set their profile picture as the Coomer. Public humiliation is also going to be extremely motivating to keep you successful. So I'm going to promise all of you this. and you can do the same. If I fail this challenge, I'll set my profile picture on this YouTube channel as Coomer. That's my solemn promise. So I'm extra motivated now to just not do it for November. Now, the actionable step for this video is to just follow the No Nut November challenge and use the tactics in this video to succeed in it, finally. And also, once it's December, you don't have to go instantly right back to just being addicted straight away. You can just keep on going with the challenge. Now, it won't be as serious if you fail. However, if you are able to follow the advice in this video, you should be able during December, during January, February, March, to just severely limit it. You might fail, sure, but as long as you have control over it, as long as you aren't addicted to it and have to do it every single day like so many people have to do, then you're gonna win. You can just transmute that energy and focus it into anything else. Focus it into a productive activity or anything. Thanks for watching, and if you've learned about No Nut November and how to succeed in it, just please like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to support a small unconventional YouTuber. Now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure that you succeed with No Nut November. God, sheesh.